Hi everyone, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're seeing this face for the very first time, I'm Emioe Jennifer and you're highly welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, oh God, my real G's, welcome once again. Thank you for always coming back. So from the title, you can already tell what I'm about to talk about. So just grab your popcorn, ice cream, granules, peanuts, whatever, but make sure you grab something. Let's get talking. So, you already know that living in Nigeria is a task. Just living in Nigeria is a job on its own. Your day-to-day life, you're faced with different challenges, unimaginable challenges, challenges you can't even imagine. So, I'm going to be sharing my experience, the experience I had in a tricycle, what is commonly known as a keke. I'm going to attach a picture somewhere. So for those of us that stay in countries where keke is not used, you already have a picture of what I'm talking about. So it happened on a Sunday, but basically what I do in my home is that I cook on weekends, on Saturdays. But on this fateful Saturday, for one or two reasons, I wasn't able to cook, so I did my cooking on Sunday. So that Sunday afternoon, I went to the market. I bought the stuff I was going to use, and I got in a keke. You know that saying that the number of people that are sane in Nigeria is about 10. We're not 10 again, we've reduced to like 5. I'll tell you why. So when I finished buying my things, I just entered the keke. I was the only one, just I and the driver. He was driving in front, and then we got to a junction where we picked up a woman. That woman should be in her 40s, like let's say mid-40s max. She should be in her mid-40s. She was standing in a place where she wasn't supposed to stand. That was a turn. A vehicle coming from where the keke man stopped to pick her, a vehicle coming could have easily hit us because she wasn't standing at the correct place. So by the time she entered, the keke man was like, madam, you're not supposed to stop there, or that place in a turn and everything, just trying to correct her. The woman just gave it to the man. Hey, don't tell me. She just started lashing him. Before we knew what was happening, she was already insulting the man. It was getting too much. And me, on a normal day, when I'm on the road, when I'm on transit like that, most times you always catch me being quiet, because that's the time I get to think. That's the time I get ideas on different things. So the usual me, I was just there, of course, with my bag, because I was coming from the market. I was quiet, I was just thinking. The whole quarrel or argument was becoming too much, and I knew the woman was at fault. So I just basically told her, madam, you're not supposed to stand there. That's what he was trying to tell you and everything. You see what this woman did? She just replied me back, and before I blinked, before I said Jack, she just changed it from the man and started giving it to me. She started saying things like that she was going to stop this keke and beat me. I'm like, beat me for what? Like, for heaven's sake, beat me? Has it gotten to that point and everything? So I was forced to talk back at her when I wasn't even rude. Funny enough, I wasn't rude to her, but I just felt that she was, I don't know what happened, With all the problems in Nigeria, I don't exactly know what happened from where she was coming from. She just faced me. The next thing she said was that, where you dey stop? I go follow you stop. We go meet for there. I'm like, you go follow me stop? Okay, no problem. And as God may have it, I was coming down before her. So when I just came down, I already paid. I came down from the keke. I was going. The woman just came down. She wasn't supposed to. Her bus stop was still in front. Like, she just came down, took off her slippers, the left and the right, just took the two, dusted it, and put it under her armpits, and ran. She just ran for a short distance and came back on barefoot. It was at that point I knew I was in trouble. So at that point I knew that I've jammed Grace. You know what she started saying? She started telling me things like she dey fight naked, like she usually fights without clothes, so I shouldn't look at her. This is somebody coming from church. She already mentioned it, that she was coming from church. She was wearing church dress, native Ankara and scarf and everything. I was like, goodness. At that point, I started having different thoughts. I was like, what will I do now? But you know what even made me, what even made me strong? It was a Sunday, and the roundabout where I stopped was busy. We had a lot of travelers that day, drivers were along the road and everything. So I felt I was safe, like nothing. She can't come and beat me. She cannot, That gave me a little hope. By the time she ran and she was already close to me, I was like, Madam, don't, the keke man was there. I was like, won't this man fight for me? Like, what is happening here? Hello? It was even your fight I took. So won't you have my back and everything? The man was so, I don't know how to put it. He was soft spoken. You just know that he's a gentleman, somebody who doesn't want trouble, he doesn't want to fight and everything. I say, hey, I've entered trouble today. So that was how this woman just came and she wanted to just lynch on me. One man from behind just held her, Madam, leave her. The keke man was like, leave the girl, she's not doing anything. It's not true, she talk. The girl not talking, no. I was like, is that what this man has to say? So I just like, Madam, just leave me alone, no. Just leave me alone. If you come close to me, just leave me alone. But in my mind, I had already peed in my pants. So I managed to just move away. I was going to my house. Before you know it, I was just going. I didn't want to look back because if I look back, maybe I'll be scared. To make me, more afraid. I just had to ginger my courage. I just had to ginger myself up. I'm like, nothing will happen. So I didn't want to look back. And I was going with my bag. I was just walking, taking my time. The next thing I heard from behind me was, Prah! Oh my God, this woman had jacked my top from behind and dragged it. My clothes was torn by the shoulder. At that point, I lost it. As I was turning back, I didn't know what exactly I was going to do. I wanted to rip her apart. So by the time I turned back, it was this Deeper Life room. Obviously, she's Deeper Life. She just saw me and said, my daughter, just leave her alone. That's a serious tempting. No. I was almost exploding. I said, you see that war that wants to happen in 2050? Let it start this afternoon. I lost it totally. But, the things that woman was saying, just made me hold myself. I just thought about my home training. Hey, if not for the fact that my mom did a good job, oh no, you can imagine already. The woman said, my daughter, just leave her alone. It's a temptation. Don't fall for it. That's the devil. The woman said she fights naked. Do you want to do that with her? I thought about it. I'm like, me, celebrity like me, I'll not be fighting, caught on camera, fighting with a woman. I said, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You know what? I'll let you go today, but I'll see you another day. So in my mind, I'm like, what? Like, what just happened right now? What just happened right now? I couldn't, everything just happened within split seconds and my clothes was torn. But I was like, okay, I didn't even see myself fighting. Like, I can't even imagine myself fighting at the bus stop, like a very popular bus stop in Yenagoa for that matter. Like, no way. I'm not about to embarrass myself because of this woman. So I just had to let it go. Then one man just volunteered to take me to my house. It wasn't very serious. It was something I could just conceal. He just volunteered to drive me to my house. And that was how I got home. So, living in Nigeria is no easy feat at all, So, if you're a usual road user and you're faced with different challenges, just make sure to share your experience with me in the comment section. Have you had situations like this before with anyone? Let us know in the comment section. And do you have suggestions, like how would I have handled this woman? What would I have done? Are there techniques that you can use to just, navigate situations like this? Should I have kept quiet? Shouldn't I have? Okay, should I have kept quiet? Shouldn't I have replied? So what do you do to stay sane? Are there techniques? Are there things you do? Do you have tips you want to share? How do you remain sane in a community? How do you manage? How do you stay sane? How do you cope when about 90% of the people around you are sick upstairs? Like, how do you keep it together? If you have tips you want to share, you can tell us in the comment section. You had a situation like this, how did you handle it? What would you have done differently? Have you had situations like this before? Have you encountered any of such story? I felt this woman I wonder what would have happened. So, that is my story, that's my experience, that's my struggle living in Nigeria. If you have a story, a similar story you want to share, or something you want to add, like, or what I would have done, you have a tip, a technique to handle people like that, just tell me in the comment section. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to like. If you've not subscribed already, please consider subscribing. Share this video, tell someone about this channel, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.